Well, from one year's prize to another, I'm introducing now Dr. Marie-Josèphe Amiot Carlin, who is going to announce the winner of the Louis Bondwell Research Prize for 2015.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends. As president of the selection committee of the award for 4 years, I think, I am very pleased to be here in Italy, especially in Florence, to award the prize of this year, the prize of the Foundation Louis Bondwell. First of all, I would like to thank all the speakers of today of their very nice presentation, and also our Italian colleagues for hosting today the meeting of the Foundation Louis Bondwell. This year, we had 67 applications from young scientists and PhD students of 21 nationalities, including Mongolia, New Zealand, and Japan for the farthest countries. For the first time, we had proposal of students from African universities, Tunisia, Algeria, Cameroon. As I mentioned Laurence de Pesé this morning, I would like to underline that the prizes in the last years were related to very different topics focused on food science. And as you see just before, Philippe Devada was the winner of 2013, and he focused his work, it was a fundamental work, on the mechanism of intestinal glucose production through new mechanism, activation of gut-brain neural axis. So thanks, Philippe, for your excellent presentation. Last year, there were 2 awarded young women whose application concerned consumer behavior. And this year, the committee of selection was very enjoyed by an application on food archaeology. And you see that this selection shows the opening in the food field. So I call now the winner of this year, Léa Mion, from Aix-University in France. Just some words on the topic of her thesis. She conducted a thesis under the supervision of Dr. Estelle Hercher. That's right? Okay. And, the name. And her work concerns the origin of the Mediterranean diet. Her aim is to understand cultural practices by isotopic analysis of bioarchaeological relics remains from antiquity to the early Middle Age in the southeast of France. And I congratulate you for your excellent application. So I will give you Just a moment. It falls. So it's the middle. Okay. And so it's a financial support. Okay? If you want to say something, some words.
Okay, so I'm very thankful for this prize. I would like to thank the member of the jury, the president, and the Louis Bondel Foundation. It's very difficult to have some financial support in archaeology, so I'm very, very glad to win this prize, and I hope to see you in 2 years to show you my results.
Thank you.
I'm sure we're all very excited then at the prospect of hearing a very nice talk on food archaeology. I know I was. So if you've got some slides, please come and give them. It sounds absolutely fascinating, and it doesn't surprise me for a moment that such a fascinating area was deserving of support. Now, well, the other reason, I mean, that was the main reason, because it would be of great interest, but the other reason, of course, is we're running very much ahead of time, and as much as I'd like to keep you here till 4 o'clock, and you'd like to stay, I've no doubt, really it's time for the closing of the day. Once again, thank you all for your attention. Thank you to every speaker. We've had an extraordinarily diverse group of speakers today, and all of them very, very interesting, each in different ways. So let's thank them again. So my last task is to announce, I'll just get onto the slide. Oh, no, that's me, isn't it? Let me go back somehow. Precedente, that's got to be it, yes. Is to introduce Christophe Chateau, and he will give a few closing remarks for you today.
So, even all good things must come to an end. So it's time for me, as a communication director for Bonduelle and member of the board of the foundation, to conclude this 8th Louis Bonduelle Foundation encounters, and first one here in Italy, a very good one. First, of course, I would like once again thank once again the University of Florence for the welcoming here in this magnificent room, and I would say ice on the cake to give us the opportunity to visit this magnificent city of Florence. I appreciate really Florence. It's very, very beautiful city. I would like to thank also John. Thank you, John, for your hosting this meeting with a lot of professionalism. Thank you for being there today. Thank you to Laurence de Pezet and Cécile Courmont from the foundation. Laurence is in charge of the scientist part of the foundation, and Cécile in charge of the communication of the foundation. They have organized this meeting today, and I think you will agree with me to say that they very well organized this meeting. Thank you. Finally, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the various speakers for the very exciting and informative presentation. From these contributions, I myself have gained a better understanding of the various factors governing a good diet, and what is very important, I think, these factors goes to a multidisciplinary approach. It's what we have tried to demonstrate today with the foundation. Before saying goodbye, I would like to inform you that next week the Bonduelle will be present on the 18th of June, and next week we will be present on the Milan's Universal Exhibition for a day devoted to exactly the same theme, which is very interesting. Exactly the same theme: multidisciplinary scientific approaches, in which we will have a roundtable focusing on the practical implementation of what we have seen today in food innovation, in food business, through the products, but above all through the related service around the product themselves, which is very interesting from a point of view. So I will have the pleasure to participate in this roundtable. And the idea is to show how Bonduelle, the Bonduelle company, has shifted since 2 or 3 years towards a more functional economy and the use value of its products, with a lot of services around the product. So if you want to come, you can register on this website, which is behind me. It's free, I think. It's in English, in Italian, and in French. So don't hesitate. If you want to join me, I look forward to meeting you in Milan, and I look forward to meeting you next year for the next Bonduelle Foundation Encounters, which will take place. We don't exactly know, probably in Paris at the same period, probably. So don't hesitate if you want to join the next foundation meeting in Paris. So once again, thank you very much for participating, and wishing you a very good day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You can go.